Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your February 2021 reading. Can you believe? I cannot believe. I'm sorry that it's February already. I have had such a drama today trying to write the date all day. I was all right with the first and the second, but now it's the third, and my brain's going, no, no, no. And I was getting the second and the third mixed up. So I just want to say, as a psychic medium, my name is Danielle, obviously. Welcome to those of you who haven't been here before. And as a psychic medium, I do get people's behaviors, their traits, their emotional stuff that comes up, any medical issues sometimes. And for you, I feel, as I was getting ready to do this reading, is that you've been walking through mud and been a bit depressed. And when I say depressed, feeling depressed is a natural human emotion. And I feel that people tend to, it's okay to feel depressed because it is a natural human emotion. But don't unpack and live there. You know, you've got to find ways in which to get out. Most of the time, feeling depressed is situational. It is much different to being clinically depressed, where you have been diagnosed with it of sorts, okay? So it is okay to feel depressed because it's a natural human emotion and feeling like you're walking through mud. It is situational. I'm not going to, I do believe in mental illness. I have had people around me. I have been feeling depressed in my life, and I'm not going to say build a bridge and got over it, but I did work. So I did the work to get out of the doldrums that I was in. So if you're looking for ways to find you can get out of these doldrums that you've been in, for those of you that are feeling depressed or sad or just just flat, this walking through mud, you've been, trying to get through, you know what? Excuse me. Just stop and relax for a minute. Stop in the mud. Put yourself in the mud, cover yourself in the mud, and make yourself feel like you're, washing yourself clean of all the stuff. Mud has purities in them. They have minerals in them. They have things that help to cleanse our soul, and they help to earth us. You being a fire sign, you can get really wild with fire, and this passion. When you're feeling that like things are out of control, you can sometimes feel like that. So immersing yourself in the whole of the mud, like visualizing that whole of the mud just going over you, all over your face, everywhere, right? And then just washing it off later, you'll feel so much better. Like I said, stop, be like a pig in mud, roll around in the mud. Sorry, showed a bit of cleavage there. Sorry about that. Anyway, so roll around like a pig in mud and enjoy those moments in those times, okay? Because you're not going to look back from it. It's going to be something that's really, really great for you. And it's going to help you to lift yourself out of these doldrums. It's a way of finding a way to be able to pick yourself up and move out of the mud. Marriage. That doesn't necessarily have to be a marriage. That can also be, excuse me, I'm sorry. That can also be commitment to yourself. And I want to yawn. Oh my goodness, you're so tired. You're so tired. Business venture. Ooh, right. Excellent. And vegetarian. So, let me just get things done. First things first. And thirst came up then, the word thirst. So I want you to make sure you are hydrated enough. If you're not drinking enough water, make sure you are. If you do drink a lot of water, drink a little bit more, or eat some leafy vegetables. There's something about water, more watery food. But this commitment, first of all, I'm going to start with commitment as a commitment to yourself. So the business venture came out. For those of you wanting budding entrepreneurs and those that are just starting out in your businesses, be so excited. Be so excited that you're just going to run with it and make the commitment to doing and being focused this month. Write down your ideas. You need to write them down to have them in front of you to be able to move forward, to put them into manifestation mode, to make things start to happen. Okay. Your venture, trust and follow you through on a business idea or career opportunity. So whatever it is, make the commitment to yourself because you'll never look back. Vegetarian, if you're thinking about changing the way your diet is, Okay, again, make the commitment to yourself. That to me is more about a diet, and like you may only have to tweak something a little bit, but just something that helps with you. I feel like there's some chronic illnesses out there, and I feel like just tweaking your diet a little bit will help with that. Um, in saying that, I know someone very close to me that has been diagnosed recently, and when I say recently, probably in the last 12 months, but I feel like they've been sabotaging themselves in what they're eating. It's just, it was a denial, not a denial, but it was sabotaging. And it's not a healthy thing to do to sabotage yourself. And I'm trying to get the words out in a clear way. So I feel like they've been sabotaging themselves. And I feel like it comes from an emotional eating place. And it's not a place where they want to be consciously, but in their background of their mind, it's somewhere where they don't know how to be anything other than that sabotaging, emotional eating way. All right. So, and I'm watching that. And I have been doing little things to change and tweaking a little things here and there and just going gently. So just go gently with yourself, okay? Because you can, but you need to make that commitment. You need to make the commitment to yourself, all right? I'm also getting, for those of you in business partnerships with a loved one, not necessarily a husband or a wife or same sex, I feel that there's gold coming. See the gold in that? There is gold coming, okay? You're on the right track. Just hold on that little bit longer. Don't quit before the miracle. Those of you who are already in partnerships within businesses, okay? Don't quit before the miracle. The fruits of your labor is going to show up. I know that says vegetarian. Vegetarians eat fruit. So the fruits of your labor will turn up, okay, and show you the way. Those of you wanting to move careers, do it. Don't be shy. Just do it. And once they move careers, maybe you want to leave and start your own business. Just do it. That is the new career card. I love it when this happens. Do it. I feel like this walking through mud has been something that reverts back to this, and it's not having the clarity or the feeling scared about money and about whatever else happening, but it will lead you to a place where you want to be, all right? Things happen for a reason. I want you to love life again. It will happen because you need to love life. So wherever you're working or whatever you're doing work-wise, you need to start loving life again. I want you to start loving life, finding your new career, finding your business venture, taking on your own business. If you're, like I said, if you're already in business, keep forging ahead because the fruits of your labor are going to pay off. And it's beautiful. Like this loving life card, is awesome. Goodbye to the old and hello to the new. That's what we want. We want a new you. It's a new year. It's a new start to the year. It's a new part of, obviously we're February now. January is like a transition month anyway, where everybody feels like they're walking through mud and they don't even know what day it is. Now we know it's Wednesday. It's the third day of the week. It's the third day of February. We've got this, okay, Sag? We've got this. This is a short month, so it's a short month for you to get gusto. Write down what it is that you need to write down to manifest it and start manifesting. Start writing down your ideas. Any ideas you have to start your own business, I want you to write down, and I want you to be clear that it's going to work out in the end, all right? So I'm getting a bit pointy with my pen. It's kind of like that saying, getting down to the pointy end. It's getting down to the pointy end of your life where you can't keep going on this way, all right? It's time for changes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be afraid to change your career. I was 46 when I changed my whole career completely. And before that, I've changed careers so many times. And I love it. I love the variety and I love, what I do. I even went into the medical profession at 46. So if I can do it, you guys can do it too, okay? I am available for readings as well as my acupressure and healings and things like that. I do crystal essences as well. So my link is in the description box for all bookings and inquiries. So if you need or want a personal reading, that's where you go, okay? I just had to throw that in there because otherwise I forget. spiritual teacher. It's time to find now. Spiritual teacher for me is about being true to yourself. Not necessarily you have to be spiritual. If you weren't spiritual, you wouldn't be here anyway in the channels. And I also want to say that every video on your horoscope you watch, there is something in every one of us that you're watching. I am a person that is a big believer of that. I know it and I believe it. And even if when I'm watching somebody else's horoscope, I go, I don't want to hear that. But you know what? I needed to hear it sometimes. So don't let that jargon in your head get to you, and just be aware of that. You know, everybody will find something in everything they watch. So, and it will make sense to you in some way. All right? Walk away. Walk away from the disillusion. That's what I'm hearing. Walk away from the disillusion. You have all these ideas and then you go, no, I can't do that. I could never do that. I don't have the resources for that. You do have the resources for that. You just have to find your way and take stock. Like I said, write it down what your resources are, because you have resources that you can use right now. You don't have to have money to have resources to start these things and these projects that you want to start. Okay? Travel. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be traveling overseas. Obviously, it's a bit hard at the moment, but you could be traveling interstate. But I also feel like it's even traveling half an hour or so away. Like, I feel like there's something happening half an hour away for you, and your wish is granted. I'm going to end on that one. That's beautiful. Your wish is granted. You need to start believing what you're asked for is coming true. Believe it, okay, guys? Believe it. And that's on top of the goodbye to the. That's on top of these. So these three cards. Let me just pull them out. So there's your business venture. Goodbye to the old, and your wish is granted. So there's money in abundance coming in for you, and you do have the resources to get everything you need and want for your new career or your new business or the business that you've already got going. Don't stress about the money anymore. You're not walking through mud anymore. You've washed yourself off. You've had a nice big bath in the mud. You've gone, you know what, I've had a rest. I'm going to wash it all off and start afresh. Alrighty? I'm going to leave you with that. Have a great month. Have a great month in February, Sag. And I will see you next month. Bye.